5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Yes, guys, welcome back. It's Sunday night, so you know what time it is. It's time for the manager's office again. Yes, it is. And it is on Leicester Till I Die TV. I'm your host, Tom. And of course, we are taking Leicester from League Two with the academy and trying to rebuild the team again. So get your highs and lows in the chat there. And of course, don't forget to hype and like the video. Let's get these comments up here. I'll say hi to you all in a little minute here. And let's get to it tonight. So last time out, as you can see, we are second in the league. So that's not too bad. We are actually, technically for me, joint top, because being joint top there, we got 3 points off MK Dons, the game in hand and the goal advantage. And we got a new member in straight away. Would you believe it? Let me say hello to Paul. Paul, thank you ever so much for becoming a member. We really appreciate that. We obviously got a great channel here with our watch alongs and all the rest of it, all the shows coming up. So being a member is great, and we really appreciate your support, bud. Wonderful stuff. I'll get back to more of your hellos in a minute as I just do the introduction here and set you up for what's going to be tonight. But yeah, so we are into January. It's the 4th of January, so we're halfway through the season. 26 games played. We've won 18, drawn 4, and lost 4. And what I'll do as well is I'm going to bring up at the bottom here the transfers that we are going to be having throughout the show tonight. And as you can see so far, there's been one transfer in and one transfer out, which we'll get to very shortly. And of course, tonight we've also got a big game coming up next. We've got Luton Town, who are top of League One in the Paint Trophy, as it's called, the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, as it's known at this time. And we'll see how we're going to get on League Two versus League One. So that is going to be a fascinating one for you all. But right, let's get to it and show you the results last time out. I'm going to quickly move my mouse so it's a little bit closer to me. There we go. So last time out, beat Salford away by 4-2. Beat Newport County by 4-1. Beat Tranmere 2-0. Beat Grimsby 4-0. And that was following on from a dodgy episode where actually we had a difficult run, winning and losing on and off. So as you guys know, I did tweak the tactics, which was very helpful to us. Just slightly tweaked our formation, turned Louis Page into a regista, which is very Italian of us, very Pirlo as I called it. And of course, we reprofiled the inside forwards just to bring them in a bit more with the overlapping fullbacks down here. And it made all the difference. So we're off to a good start, really. I'll take second in League Two, but because I've got the pressure of needing to get promoted. But anyways, get some comments now. We've got the bosses in as well. Take a seat in the executive box with my notepad. I can see him in the background watching me. And a big thank you from Chris to you as well, Paul. And anyone else in the chat, say hello. It's a very casual sort of show, so we do love having you guys around. And here's Paul again. Cheers. Hope we can get better in this than yesterday. Hopefully so, mate. It was looking rocky at times. I was making it hard for myself, as you saw with the results we had, but I have made the tactical tweaks. Marty Cifuentes, grab your notepad, my friend. But anyway, let's get to the main issues, which are transfers. We are on the 4th of January. I've got a bit of money to spend, and I did bring in already a free transfer in Gustavo Nescau, a Brazilian guy from CAX, I believe, where he scored 12 goals in 19 games. John Rudkin's done me a solid here and found him on a free transfer. The only downside is he hasn't got a work permit, which is a big problem with what we are doing with, trying to bring players. And we've only got 2 and they're both currently in use. So I'm going to have to loan him out. So I have offered him to our B team. Sorry to call them that if you're a Leuven fan, but they are our affiliated club. So he's been offered out to them. I've also accepted an offer from Maddenberg in Bundesliga 2 and Sturm Graz. My theory is at the end of the season, we'll have the work permit, which means that then we can, bring him back into the team. I think if we look at his stats here, he's going to be a decent signing for us because he's got the finishing, he's got the heading, he's got the decisions, which is really important when you're a striker, right? And the composure. And his physical attributes are in the right ballpark. So I'll happily take that, and that'll be wonderful for us. Now, we've got some other offers in, which I'm going to take you to shortly, because that's the exciting stuff. What players are we going to bring in? But first of all, our first out, it is Brandon Cover. And would you believe it? Sunderland have paid me £500,000 for him, guys. I know, I can't quite believe it as well. We got into a bit of a bidding war, but he is gone. So we'll accept that, and Brandon Cover is on the way out. We've also got a few more messages. Prashant's here. Hi, Prashant. Good to see you, mate. Have you recovered from yesterday's wonderful result? I tell you what, Prashant, it was quite easy for me yesterday because I was doing the actual watch along of the game. By the end of it, I was so tired from talking so much, I couldn't really be that angry about it. But you saw my frustration through this season with some stuff, my friend. Feeder club, yeah, probably the wrong terminology there. They're our affiliated club, aren't we? We know what clubs like Strasbourg get like Chris with Chelsea nowadays, don't we? So maybe I should use some better terminology there. Let's take you to some exciting news before we get to this Luton Town game, which I'm really excited about because I want to see how we're going to do against League One opposition, right? Transfer offers. So we are trying to move some players on. We're trying to move on as well a couple in the first team, like Apoki, who hasn't really worked out. But at the moment, that hasn't really worked for us. So let's talk to you about who's coming in. And as you can see, I've got Ricardo 2 potentially coming in. I've made an offer for this chap. His name is Brian Pereira, and I might nickname him Ricardo 2, which I think would be quite amusing in the circumstances. He's going to be a backup right back for us, or maybe the first choice right back. As you can see, he is looking very good. We've got an offer in for £250,000 for him from NEC in Holland. So hopefully we're going to bring him in because we've got a few problems when it comes to what am I talking about? A few problems when it comes to fitness in the fullback positions because of the high press we are playing in our tactics, and it will allow us some cover for Barra and Aluko, who both are getting quite unfit because they're not quite up to that level yet. So that's going to be helpful for us. I've also gone in for a centre-back, Wessel Koy from FC Utrecht for $250,000. This guy looks the bee's knees, really. He's got great marking, great tackling, great heading, great decisions, good aggression, good physicals, all the thing we look for. The only downside is, guys, as soon as I made a bid for him, the big boys came sniffing, didn't they? So there's also been offers from Porto and Celtic when his contract expires at the end of the season, as you can see on screen. So what I've done to be, a proper football man is I've chucked some more money at him. I've made him a star player as my obligation to what I'm going to give him at the football club, right? So maybe that will be enough to persuade him to join Leicester over Porto or Celtic. We will find out as we continue on with the game today. And the other one we got an offer in for as well is another left back, because once again, fullbacks, we're running out of fitness with them. So I've made an offer for Thibault de Smit, who is from Paris FC, 220,000. And as you can see here as well, he is incredibly well rounded, isn't he? He's got that crossing we like from the left back position, the tackling, the marking, the accelerations, the mental side of his game is really elite as well. And he's only 25 years old, so there's still enough there to make sure that he can be relevant to us in League One when we hopefully get there and beyond, which is incredibly important. So they are the 3 that I've currently made offers for. And as you can see, it's going to total probably around about £1 million, which seems a lot for League Two. But however, we have sold 65 million quid's worth of players, right? So it seems pretty legitimate. We also got a decision to make about Youssef Saleh. I want to sign him. It'll cost £1 million. He's on loan. He is scoring an incredible amount of goals. So far this year, he has got 15 goals and 22 appearances for us. He is flying. The problem is I can't get the work permit because we've maxed out on them. So I might not be able to sign him now. I might have to wait to the end of the season. But he has thoroughly impressed me so far, and I would like to keep him. So anyway, guys. Oh, Wayne's in as well. Hi, Wayne. How are you, bud? Good to see you. And Prashant again there, mate. Well, Tom, if we won yesterday's game, you'd have been considered a real lucky charm with some considering up on their doors, mate. Honestly, I predicted 4-1 for Leicester, didn't I? I literally went, Prashant. I went, you know what? Today's the day we're going to have that odd day, which we normally have now and again, like against Derby, where we turn up and have a performance. The first half they did, mate. What happened in the second half? I mean, it's frightening, isn't it? 45-minute FC, I think you can nickname us anyway. But let's crack on now and get towards this Luton Town game and see if we get any more offers in. Like I say, when it comes to outs, I'm trying to offer out Opoku. He's one we're trying to get rid of here. And then we can also reprofile some players once these new guys are coming. I imagine people like Luca will probably go back to the under-21s or maybe go out on loan, and a few other guys here, right? And as you can see on the bottom of the screen, scrolling there, that will keep you up to date with the transfers as well, so you can keep an eye on them throughout the episode. But let's keep going now, guys. Like I say, it's quite a chill-out stream, so you can chuck a few things in the comments here, and we can obviously chat about football as well. Scott Twine, we've had a look at Bristol City. I think he's going to be too expensive for us, but he looks incredibly good as well, doesn't he? I think his contract's going to be at the high end of what we can pay, though. But once again, I'm thinking my transfer strategy is to try and get championship quality players now. The highest quality players I can get now, because we do need to get this club promoted this year. And we also need to get into the playoffs of League One at a minimum next year. So the pressure is on me. Otherwise, I will be on the chopping block. Right, we got an offer for Nathan Opoku on loan to the end of the season from Den Bosch for 70% of his wages. This might be the best we can get, but I do want to try and just transfer him out. I don't mind if it's not a lot of money because he's only worth 100,000. So I'll see if we can get 50,000 and see if they'll be interested in doing a transfer, because I don't think he's got a future at the club. They're not interested, but I'm not too worried because he's not worth a lot for us in value. And once again, we've got Youssef Salech, who has agreed to join the club. Oh, hang on. Have we got the work permit now or not? Doesn't say anything about the work permit, guys, does it? I'm going to delay it again just to double check that. Because if I accept it, the problem I got is he currently doesn't have a work permit because we loaned him, because Norwich have got that. Sorry, Cardiff have got that work permit, right? It's their work permit we're using. But if I sign him, he'll be unplayable because he won't have the work permit. The complications of immigration, honestly, it is crazy, isn't it, what they make you go through nowadays? But I'll keep going here, and I'm going to try and offer a poker out again. As we see here, Fleetwood aren't willing to make an offer while the asking price is what it is. Neither are Leighton Orient, Northampton, Tranmere, Cambridge, Chesterfield. There's quite a bit of interest. He's not going to cut it, is he? It's his composure and concentration and decisions which are the problem here. We've tried to play him as a striker for a few games, and he's just not really done it. We'll offer him out for 50,000 and see if we can get a little bit more money in here. Look, if not, we might have a problem. Michael Golding, our young midfielder, has got the flu. We're going to send him home. They used to call it coronavirus on the game, didn't they? But that's changed now because it's become flu, the way the world works. Right, keep skipping forward here. We're going to see if these transfers come through as well, guys, which is going to be the really fun part of this. Right, keep skipping on. Loan offer for Valentin. No, we were looking at that guy. He was currently a right back actually at Preston in real life as well. Once again, looking for these championship players. I had a look at this striker as well, but Southampton are going to pay him £15,000 a week. The Opoku saga is continuing. Let's ask the agent if there's going to be any interest in him here. Yeah, see, look, there's interest, but of course, a lot of these clubs, with all due respect to Fleetwood and Cheltenham, they're not going to have a lot of money, are they? So we're going to have to, if we want to sell him, knock it right down. I mean, it's like a Sumari deal we're trying to make in real life now, isn't it? Put him in the shop window with a reduced to clear sticker on him and try and just get him onto the next phase of his life. Got some scouting that's been finished here for a few players. Callum Marshall was at West Ham in real life. He's a great youngster, isn't he? Look at this guy. Keep an eye out for Callum Marshall. I'm not sure he's at West Ham now and featuring in the first team or if he's on loan, but he's going to be a player in real life as well you want to keep an eye on. To be fair, I'll give John Rudkin credit on the game. He has scouted me some great players so far. You know, to these guys like Pereira, Ricardo too, as we're going to nickname him. You know, he's found him, you know, so we can't really complain about it. And talking about Ricardo too, he's got a work permit, which is brilliant. See, I can sign him, even though he is obviously a Dutch player. So welcome, guys, to our new Ricardo. Welcome to Brian Pereira, who is our new right back. It's going to raise to 800,000 with a few conditions, but it's cost us £500,000 up front. He is 20 years old, right? So he can improve significantly. And, you know, I think that's a great thing to have. And I think he's good enough. I think he'll do a job. And I think these will go up as we play him and as we train him, right? So I'm really happy. Do we nickname him Ricardo too, guys? Let me know in the chat, because I can nickname him Ricardo too. It'd be quite funny to see that on the screen, wouldn't it? Get Harry Suter to welcome him to the squad. Oh, and Gustavo Nescau has decided to go to Leuven. He's turned down Sturm Graz, he's turned down Maddenberg, and he's going to go across to Leuven. So there we go. That is that job done, and that's that worry out of the way. I signed him without the work permit. Bear in mind, he is going to be an asset to the club, right? So why not? Need to clear my ears. Are you praising our DOF? I am in the game, mate, for what he's bringing to us so far. Are you now football friends with Rudkin, Tom? We'll see. He likes to hire people behind my back on this game, Wayne, as we know. Don't you know? So he's been doing it. He's been hiring coaches, and I've told him I'm hiring the coaches, which is quite remarkable, really. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes on there, Wayne. But yeah, Nescau's gone out on loan. I think that's good for him. It means he'll play first team football, and we can deal with him at the end of the season. We'll move him out of the first team. And Coy's accepted our offer, guys. Ooh, that's exciting news. He looks like he's turned down Porto and he's turned down Celtic, and he's gone, I want to play for Leicester. I want to play for the fearless Foxes, and that's the style of football we're bringing into this, isn't it? So that is a great thing. So we're just waiting for that work permit to come through, which he will get, and then we're going to be 2 for 2 on our new signings. If we can get him in before Luton, that'll be incredible, because we've also got an issue where a few players are away on international duty and the game will not be postponed. So we're going to lose Masonda, who's away with the African Cup of Nations, to the 4th of February. And Harry Suter's away with Australia, oddly, to the 11th of February. So we do need that centre-back in, don't we? It's going to be very important. Now Brian Pereira's in, I think we'll go with him and Barrett as our 2 right-back options. And Aluko can go back to his development in the under-21s as well. Bear in mind, he's still on a youth contract. He's still 16. We've still got a couple of years so he can play down there. He's not quite ready for first-team football, but he's done me a decent job so far, hasn't he? Wayne there, that's a bargain, definitely. I don't understand what you mean by ho old man, Chris. Fill me in on that one, mate. But yeah, I think that is a bargain, Wayne. I think to get him, because he's 20 years old as well, you know, so there's a lot of growth there as well, I think. Our expectations from John Rudkin is that we're going to lose to Luton, but the supporters are predicting a win. The head of the supporters club is saying we're going to win. Oh, ho meant hello. Got you, mate. Hello to Ricardo too. I'm going to nickname him Ricardo too, guys. I think that's going to be hilarious. Let's just do it. Right. And we've also got our left back as well. I'm going to have to update the graphic at the bottom in a minute when we get to the next game. Thibault Dismelt joins the club, $250,000 pretty much. And that's the left back position covered as well. And I think this guy looks incredibly good. Look, B- signing, important player, can improve, good Sky Bet Championship player. We are in League 2. That's helpful. And he's on a 5-year deal as well. He's worth about 1.5 million immediately as soon as we sign him, which is excellent. And what a well-rounded player he is. I think now the fullbacks, bearing in mind the formation we play, obviously, with these fullbacks pushing up, you need quality there, don't you? We've now got quality and we've also got pace, which is incredibly important. So we've got a good balance there of how we're going to proceed with this. I'm going to ask Suter to welcome him to the club here. Wonderful. No offers for a poker again, which is disappointing. Let's just register these guys before we forget. Oh, no. There we go. I'll just do this. I realise I've got no one really who's over 21. Look, everyone's under 21. So I've had to register a load of under 21s to meet the obligations of the league, because we've got such a young squad, which is the fun challenge of doing this save, right? Because we've obviously got the whole thing of they're all going to improve, and they are improving. Let's offer a poker out again. I mean, we might get nothing for him, but if we get £10,000 for him, that might be something. I won't go any lower than that. If I go any lower than that, then I might as well just loan him out to the end of the season and try again in the summer, right? See if we can get that £50,000 we want. Right, let's see if we can get to this Luton game. Now, it is today, guys. This is the big game of the night, really. Obviously, we've got the league games coming up as well, which I'll quickly show you. So we've got Colchester away after that, Shrewsbury away, and Barnet at home. And we need to obviously keep winning, because the challenge we have got in League 2 is MK Dons keep winning. And like I say, we've got this game in hand on them, so we should be okay. But it is interesting how they keep winning right now as well. So let's pick the team for tonight. We'll go for Grazak in goal. Lawyers is our backup goalkeeper. We'll give Pereira his debut. Why not? And I'm going to nickname him Ricardo too. Why not? Let's do it. So set nickname. I'm going to call him Where's my keyboard on screen? There we go. I can't reach my keyboard, so I'm using an on-screen one. So we're going to call him Ricardo 2, guys. I can obviously always get rid of it. Ricardo 2, the sequel. There we go. Ricky 2. Boom. So we got Ricardo 2 now ready for his debut in the team. Barra can go on the bench because he's got that pace doesn't need to come off, you know. Well, his pace says it's quite poor, but he's actually been incredibly quick when he's played. So He's actually been better than that. Got this defender problem for this game. This could be where we get caught short against Luton today, because we've got Musonda and Suter obviously away. So it's going to have to be Vermouth. Maybe do we go with Cartwright today, or do we go over Marty? Let's have a look. Cartwright's really well rounded. He's quite a utility player because he can play in midfield with these stats as well, can't he? Bobby Amati. I like Amati's technical stats a bit more. Are we allowed to play our affiliate team? I could do a pre-season friendly against them. I could make a friendly any time against them, Chris, but we'll do it in the pre-season next time out when we get promoted, hopefully. I'm not going to jinx it. We are going to get promoted. We're going to be confident, right? I think we'll go for Bobby Amati today alongside Vermouth. Cartwright can go on the bench, and if Bobby Amati has a stinker, Cartwright can go in. Desmit, however you say that, isn't looking like he's fit enough for this one. So it's going to be Mursad Ali, but Mursad Ali is still really, for me, the first choice option because actually he's better. And he started off at the start of this in similar stats as Aluka, and he's brilliant. So I think that's remarkable how he's progressed so quickly for us. Louis Page is obviously going to be our regista. We've literally set that role up for him alongside Braybrook there, who's done a great job in that other midfield role for us. Right, in the attacking mid options, I mean, it's got to be Monga back in. He's had a rest in the last game. He's better on the left, but we've been playing him on the right because of Marçal. So I think we'll go Monga on the right, inverted. Will Alves as an attacking mid-centre. Marçal on the left. And up top, we're going to go for today Salech again, aren't we? I'm going to have to go really strong for this because they are going as strong as they're going to be really strong and they're top of League One. So Toby Oniyeni can go on the bench. Anthony Knockhart can go on the bench. I think, do we give Jake Evans a run out? He scored a couple of cracking goals against Tottenham in this competition. So we go with Jake Evans and Lorenz Hutchinson. I think that will be it. Did you say Luton and we're playing them next? Yes, and that is what we're doing, mate. It is Luton now and they're top of League One. So if we actually have a quick look here and go to League One, Luton, top of League One. Let's have a look at their tactics. So they play similarly to a lot of teams. They play 3-5-2 pretty much. So they're top of League One. This is going to be interesting. What about Jake Edwards? Chris loves a bit of banter, doesn't he? He really does. I'll try and sign him, mate. Then we can make sure your things you're saying on the watch along actually come true. We're going to give a squad number out here to Ricardo too. Number 21. Ricardo was number 21, wasn't he? Wasn't that meant to be? Look at that. Right, let's get to it, guys. First match of the night. How are we going to do? Because for me, this is the game where you go, how good are we versus League One opposition now? Bearing in mind, we want to have a similar team going into it. So Scott Carson in goal for them, obviously experienced man with Man City in the last years. Mengi's good. McGuinness is good. They've got a good team. Nakamba played Premier League football. Chong they still got, who obviously is at Sheffield United in real life. This is going to be a challenge. I'm going to say if we carry our performance through from last time, we should do okay here. I have faith in you guys. They look confident. Wish us luck, guys. Here we go. Leicester versus Luton. And as we're doing that, I thought Luton Town were our affiliate club. We're playing them in the cup. No, Leuven are our affiliate club. It's my fault. My fault, Chris. My pronunciation, perhaps. I've had a long day. I've been looking after kids this afternoon. I mean, who trusts me with that? Unbelievable, isn't it? But it has happened. Right, let's get this game underway and see what happens here. I'm also going to update the transfers a little bit as we go. Don't forget to hype and like the video, guys. I know you guys will. You're really good. And we really appreciate the new membership tonight as well. Thank you ever so much. It is wonderful to have new members. So far, the game's flying by and there's nothing much happening, which is not a bad state of affairs, really, is it? I think nothing's hurting, which is what we want to see. So we're waiting for that first highlight to come out here. As I'm just updating this. Looks like the game's nullified itself so far. I mean, these formations kind of, when they match up, I mean, they're a higher quality formation, aren't they? High quality formation, high quality team than what we usually play. So there we go. The transfers are updated on the bottom now as well, guys. Game's shooting by here, but at least we're nullifying them. You know what I mean? But there's nothing really happening here. Bloody Devon accent. Oh, my God. Did it slip out, Chris? I try not to let my Devon accent slip out. And unfortunately, guys, Yusuf Salech has gone down with an injury here. Knee injury as well. Maybe that's a bit of destiny. Maybe that's why he's not going to sign. So it looks like Lorenz Hutchinson, guys, a guy who's doing superb things in real life at the moment, is going to come in here. and he's going to get a run out. So Lorenz Hutchinson, I mean, I like his finishing and heading. Determination is good. Decision is good. I mean, his pace and acceleration is the problem, but our system is so high pressing, it shouldn't be a factor, as you can see, because we're right high up. So Lorenz Hutchinson, go and become a hero. Holding our own, Tom. That's it. Against League One opposition as well, like top of League One. This is okay. You can see from the heat maps, they're working very hard, Luton, aren't they? And we got to half-time, guys, and it's a bit of a nothing game. But from the XG, we have looked a bit more lively than Luton. We apparently had 5 shots, 2 on target. They've had 6 and 2. I mean, the highlights are set up to be, crucial highlights. So ones that are going to be goals or penalties or big opportunities. So the fact we're not seeing anything shows it's a pretty middling game. I'm going to say I don't like what I saw from this team. It might upset 1 or 2, but I think when you've had that much of the game, you should be ahead. And you know what I'm like? You don't take advantage of your opportunities. I think that's a big problem. Here comes the first highlight now, and here come Luton. Nakamba's up to Odafin, who comes over halfway. Brown here. Ricardo's looking a little bit unfit, which doesn't surprise me because it's a bit of a step up in physicality. Here come Luton now. We're more of an attacking team than a defensive one. Deep ball in, and Chong's got a head on it, and lucky for us is over the top of the crossbar. He is a great prospect, mate. I'm going to be interested to see how he does in this. Very interesting, right? So far, nothing much happened. We'll get to 60 minutes. I think we'll make a change. I think Ricardo 2 is going to come off after a debut. I've chucked him straight into the team. So let's get Ricardo 2 out here a minute. I'm just checking I've got the highlights set up right. I do. It is key highlights. I thought this is the quietest game we've had so far. But it's interesting because I wasn't sure if our formation was going to nullify theirs with the quality. Amati's not having a good game. That's a bit of a gap of 6.4. So I think I might go for 3 changes here. So I'll go for Barra back at right back. Henry Cartwright can come on at centre back. And up top, Marcel and Alves having a bit of a dodgy game. So I think it might be a game to actually get Anthony Knockaert involved. So let's get Mongo across onto the left-hand side. Marcel can come off and we'll get Knockaert on. Actually, no, I'm going to change my mind. Alves is a little bit more unfit. So I'm going to get Alves off. Marcel's played the attacking mid-centre role pretty well in the last few games, getting like 8 rating out of 10. So we'll give that a go. See what that can do here. We got a corner. Here we go. Braybrook, short to Knockaert. I like my short corners. Here comes Braybrook again. Unfortunately, he's lost the ball. Played out, but Ali's going to pick it up. Ali's been my player of the year on the quiet. I know Monga's been getting the goals, but Ali's been so solid. Oh, I talked myself into disaster there, didn't I? There's a counter-attack on. Here comes Odafin. He's coming down into the penalty area. Across to Brown. Oh, and it's gone in from Liam Walsh, and that's a shame. While we haven't looked like we've created too much, that's disappointing because it looked like we were on top of them, and Luton are going to take the lead here. I look at it, if we knock Luton out, we should be able to win this competition because they are top of League One. We've got a chance now, though, by the looks of it. Marcel's going to go back to Cartwright here. Here comes Cartwright coming forward. Look at the high press. We've got defenders right up there. Hutchinson, Lorenz Hutchinson. Come on, make yourself a hero, son. Come on. I'm delighted with that. Unbelievable. He comes off the bench. His first goal for Leicester City's first team. Come on. You used to be indecisive, but now you're not too sure. Part of football management, I think, Chris, isn't it? It makes me wonder what the club have in mind for these other youngsters from Seagrave this season. Will they get the chance? Well, I mean, this lad we're looking at signing, I mean, I quite like the idea of bringing in someone for a cheap value who might be a good prospect, but I would like to see what Hutchinson could do if the opportunity there. Oh, thank you, mate. The passion in your voice. I'm surprised my voice didn't go Devonshire and break at that point. That's normally what happens, but we'll take this. A penalty shootout wouldn't be bad. We've got 6 minutes out of time. Corner to Luton. Oh, we got to get rid of it. Get rid of it. Woodrow off the crossbar. Get rid of it. Grazic picks it up. Thank God for that. McGuinness was offside, luckily. Are we going to rush them here right at the end? Come on, let's knock Luton out of the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We've never won this competition because we've never really been that low, have we? But still, it'll be nice to actually get there. It'll be a day out of Wembley as well because the FA Cup and Carabao Cup are off limits to us. Come on, boys. I want to shout at them again here. Encourage them a bit more. Mengi's going to come forward here to the halfway line. Walsh picks the ball up inside to Holmes. Woodrow, ball over the top. Yates on the volley. Luckily, it was wide. Okay, if that was a Premier League team, my God, that would have been dangerous. We'd have been like Leicester City in the FA Cup. It would have been 10-1 by now. Luton here have still got an opportunity. Maybe we can nick the ball off them here. I'm encouraging the players to press high, as you can see. Look, trying to win this ball. Monga's in there dueling with 3 other players. Cartwright's going to pick it up. Nice bit of calm composure, lads. Vermouth comes up to Ali. Come on, use those legs. Run. He might be tired. Ball up to Monga. 3 players around him. Come on, Monga, you can do better. Yates is going to pick the ball up now. That little bit extra quality is showing a difference here. And Walsh goes for it. And Grazic does really well to make the save. Playing out from the back, Tom, makes notes on my pad. Playing long balls as well, Chris. Long balls as well. Intense football, gegenpress, heavy metal football, as Jurgen Klopp would say. 2 minutes to go before we're going to take this to penalties, and that has popped up annoyingly. Mengi's hit it over the crossbar. Yes, Chris, and he plays 4-2-3-1. Everyone else is playing 5 at the back, lads. It's not as if I'm the only ones. And we've gone to penalties, guys. This is an opportunity. We've gone to penalties. I think I'll take that. I think that's a bad one. I think we held our own there as well. So let's have a look. Marcel's listed. Braybrook's listed. Knockout's listed. Oh, knockout with penalties, guys. Oh, do you remember the last one he took for Leicester? I've got to play him as well, haven't I? Hutchinson, Monga. I'm actually nervous about letting Knockout take a penalty. I've got to be honest. Did we let him take the first one just for the laugh? Or no. Leave him in the middle of the pack because that way we got a way around it, haven't we? I think I'll put Hutchinson first, actually, because he scored. Then we'll go for Marcel, then Knockout, Braybrook, Monga. And then we're going to go I'm going to pick them all here because I just think it's best because it can go to like 11 penalty takers, can't it? So we'll try and get them all in a good order here. Barra, Mursad Ali, Vermouth, and then it will be Grazic as the 11th. Right, guys, penalty shootout. Wish us all luck. I'm going to say, stay calm and back yourselves. You'll be fine. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. Let's go take some penalties. Leicester 0, Luton 0. On penalties so far, a 1-1 draw. Yates to take it. Puts it past Grazic, 1-0. Yeah, Lung lads dealing with that pressure. This is my worry. Hutchinson's going to take the first one. Hopefully he can deal with it, mate. He's going to take it. And it's straight to Carson. I was going with the momentum he had in the game as to why I picked him first. Woodrow, Wayne, you jinxed that. Woodrow, Grazic saves it, guys. What a save. What a game this is. Marcel's going to get the next one. Marcel's going to bury this. He's buried all of them this season. Not going to jinx it. He does bury it. Past Carson, who's about 50 now, so he can't get down that quickly. What a first game of football tonight. Holmes, and Grazic saves it. Whoa, come on, guys. Knockout. Memories of Watford. Memories of counter-attacks. Knockout scores, and he nearly missed it as well. He got so much power behind it. He took it right past the goalkeeper. I think it was in Carson's hands as well. Walsh miss it. Puts Grazic the wrong way, but we still got the goal advantage right now. Braybrook, if he scores this, it might as well be over. They think it's all over. No, I've said it the wrong time. He's put it under Carson. I think this is a good strategy, lads. Under Carson. He's that old, he can't get down quick enough. Nakamba is going to take a decisive penalty here for Luton Town. Make yourself a hero, Grazic in goal. We've stuck with him at the start when he was a bit dodgy. He's going to be our number one goalkeeper for a long time. He's gone the wrong way. This has just got to be scored and we are through. Why am I getting excited? It is exciting stuff, mate. One penalty here. We just got to score. If we miss, the pain carries on and it's falling to 16-year-old Jeremy Monga. One of our top goal scorers this year. Monga steps up. Buries it, and we are through. We've knocked Luton out on penalties. Come on. Great stuff. Leicester 1, Luton 1. We'll take it. Come on. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm so chuffed with that. I'm going to say I'm very pleased. We know what penalties are like. It got off to a dodgy start with Hutchinson, but that's the point of being a team. You rally around your teammates. You rally around each other and go, don't worry, lads, I got your back. You drop that ball, I'm going to get it for you. I'm going to support you. And we are through. Unbelievable. Monga, come on. I can't believe it. Well done, Mr. Manager. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Unbelievable stuff. What a dramatic way to start the show tonight. Oh, it's down to the players, mate. What can I do except pick them and put them out there? Well done to the players. Great job to them. Stood up to a lot of pressure there. And Salic is out for 6 weeks with sprained knee ligaments. So it was a pretty heavy injury we picked up here. I need a cold shower now. Chris, you're full of the comedy lines, mate. Unbelievable. I think I do. I'm getting a bit sweaty here, a little bit clammy. The manager's office has got the heater on a little bit too much. And Ricardo 2 is out for 3 to 4 days. Ricardo 2. I tell you what, I think I'm funny. Maybe I'm not. We got an amazing £40,000 in the bank for that as well. Amazing. Jeremy Monga is getting tired, though, again, isn't he? He's playing so many games for me. I'm knackering the kid out. Let's hope I don't ruin his career by playing him all the time. Means we are through now to the quarterfinals, and we're going to be playing Rotherham, who are 5th in League One. So the League One challenges will continue. Who is still left in the quarterfinals then? So actually, there's 3 League Two teams left, guys. There's Huddersfield versus Blackpool, League One. Rotherham versus Leicester. We're away at Rotherham at the New York Stadium. Stockport versus Walsall. And Cardiff versus Bristol Rovers. Wouldn't it be cool to have Leicester versus Cardiff or Huddersfield in the final? That would be a big game for us, wouldn't we? Love Ricardo Tucson. He's going to have that effect, Chris. He's going to be here for a while at the football club, mate. He is. What's funny is the changes in pitch during the game. Yeah, definitely, mate. In my voice, oh, mate, yeah. I've been shouting at kids this afternoon because I've been running around trying to play football with me, grabbing the dog, you know, all sorts of stuff. And so my voice has been up and down all over the place. I've probably broken it slightly. But there we go. Anyway, we're going to crack on it. We've got Colchester away coming up next. Losing Salic for injury is a bit of a dilemma, isn't it? Because we have got that problem now of who's going to play up there. Pokey, we're still going to try and get out. And in fact, I think I'm going to try and loan him out in a minute. I'll keep asking his agent to talk to people, but it doesn't look like we're going to get there. Right, so that leaves King we can play. So we've got a choice next time. Joshua King, his composure and concentration is a problem, but his decisions are improving. Or we're going to go with Lorenz Hutchinson. I think Lorenz Hutchinson's earned an opportunity, hasn't he, getting his first goal for the club in his second appearance. And, of course, Salic obviously has carried the heavy load this season with 16 goals and 24 appearances. So, yeah, I mean, I can go in the market for another striker as well, can't I? But it's going to have to be someone who's got an English work permit because I can't just go and get, you know, a foreign player. So I'm chuffed with that, guys. That's a really good way to start. There's nothing like an underdog win, is there? I was disappointed we didn't get through in the FA Cup. I obviously rotated a bit and just tried to save some legs because of the league form and having to concentrate on that. I fell into that trap twice in the Carabao Cup with Grimsby as well, where we lost on penalties, right? Ooh. Arvin Appy has been offered a contract by ASAE. No, his concentration and decisions aren't good enough, are we? This guy was a Forest youngster, wasn't he? Yeah, God, I've got a good memory, haven't I? Yeah, I think Forest youngster, no, thank you very much. He can stay the other side of the Midlands, can't he? So, Colchester tomorrow, guys. We might have to rotate for this now, and they're in 4th place, though. So this might affect our league form, because obviously Monga's knackered, so we're going to have to drop Monga out. Coy's work permit application has been rejected. Oh, not this again. This guy's brilliant. I was told by John Rudkin he'd get a work permit. That's why I bid for him. I didn't see the point in bidding for players I couldn't get a work permit for, right? Why would I do such a thing? Going to appeal it. Let's hope we get the appeal through. Come on, British Home Office. Let the work permit happen. Right. No officer of Poku. I'm just going to loan him out, guys, to the end of the season, I think. Get rid of this, because they'll offer ridiculously cheap money for him. Let's try and get the £1,000 a week off the wage bill. And actually, because we've got the new left back as well, I wonder if it'll be wise to send Jamal Lindsay out on loan, because Mercer Ali is going to be number 1. Desmet's going to be number 2. We'll probably rotate between them. Jamal Lindsay is 19 years old. I mean, he's not really there yet, is he? The thing I like about him is those decisions and concentration. I think that can get you a long way. But maybe a loan out to the conference, if someone wants to pay his wages, might be good for his development at 19 years old. It's different to Aluko, who's 16, right? Do you know what I mean? It's a lot different. Hang on. Statement win. Yeah, it was, mate. Bloody fucking want me to sack him for you. I can sack him, guys. I mean, I'm not going to do it because it would be unrealistic, right? So I'm not going to sack John Rudkin. I know we've had this conversation in the chat before. It's like we could do it. But I'll say this. If he messes around too much, like, he's going to force my hand, isn't he? And I'm going to have to get rid of him. So training. Barry Lawyers, once again, is taking it very lazily. And I've told him off a few times now. And he's taken up one of my work permit slots as well. In hindsight, that's something I got wrong. Giving the backup goalkeeper a work permit slot was a really daft decision, but I can't move him on. It's too soon, isn't it? So I can't do anything right now. And we've got Colchester, and look at this fitness look. We've got Page with problems, Mercer Ali with problems, Braybrook with problems, Monga with problems, Marçal with problems, Salic with big problems. He's got crutches. So we've got a lot of things we're going to have to look at. It's going to have to be a bit of rotation, isn't there? I'll get it as close to the game as I can before we make a call on some of them. Even Louis Page might have to drop out. The expectation, luckily, is only a draw away at Colchester, which might save my bacon here because the board still isn't fully committed to me. Do I sign Salic? I can't. I'm going to cancel it because I'm not going to get the work permit. So I'm saving the £1 million. We'll look at it again at the end of the season. And also with this injury, it could change everything, couldn't it? Jake Fletcher, our young 17-year-old striker, has got a hip injury and is out for 3 months as well. I mean, he's not developing well, though. I don't think he'll get very far. Right. Let's have a look at this fitness. This is a big game for us. Who have MK Dons got? We've got to keep an eye on MK Dons during this. I can't even see them. Oh, they're away at Tranmere. Tranmere 23rd. Well, so that means that we're going to see MK Dons winning this one, aren't we? So that's going to not really help us. Right, so up front, let's go for Lorenz Hutchinson. I think he deserves the opportunity. Salic can be replaced on the bench by Joshua King. Marta Alves, of course, we brought him off as fit. So Alves is going to stick in. I'm going to change both the wingers, guys, aren't I? I mean, Popov's played well at left side, so we'll get Popov back in. I'm going to literally have to rest so many people there. This is the problem with playing a high-intensity gegenpress game. It becomes a squad game rather than the first 11 game. Rotation, that scary word. 100%, mate. You literally nailed it there. But it's something that's got to be done, unfortunately, because I don't want to lose Monga to an injury. So Knockout can come in today for a run-out. Midfield, too, I kind of want to keep because I think they are our linchpin, you know. They're what makes a team, sort of the metronome of the team. They make them tick. To change that too much, I do worry about. Mursad Ali, it's a shame the smell isn't really fit to go yet. So actually, while we're waiting for Jamal Lindsay to go out, let's get Jamal Lindsay in for a run out. If he goes out there but it's a 10 out of 10 performance, we can reconsider things, can't we? So, and actually, I'm not convinced on Bobby Amati. I think we'll go for Cartwright. We looked so much better once Cartwright was in the team, didn't we? I think that's going to be better. And look at this. We've got so many players away in international duty. We haven't actually got a lot of options for the bench either. So I'll go with Mursad Ali. Monga could be benched. Josh King, Oniyeni. Okay, I think that's the best we're going to do here. Although maybe Logan Briggs for Monga, actually. Why not? Although knowing Logan Briggs, it'll be like last time where he ends up asking for a new contract. Interesting enough, Colchester are playing the same formation as us. And that's the first time we have seen that this year. Is that why they're fourth? We're soon going to find out, everyone, aren't we? Got to go, mate. Got a polo match to watch. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'll see you then, mate. That's the Championship review show, guys, which will be a great one. We got a lot of good things to talk about, so don't miss that one. That'll be the next time you see me and Chris together doing the banter as well, right? Cheers, mate. Polo. He's the owner. Wayne, he's got to go and play polo, hasn't he? Bit of banter here about real life. Right, let's get to the match here. I mean, this will show the depth we got in the team, won't it? They've got some good players here as well. I mean, Vincent Young used to play for Ipswich in the Championship. He's a decent player. Baldwin's got plenty of experience. Josh Vella, Gape played really well for Wickham for a long time. And this guy here, John Carmi Gordon, I looked at signing him. I've got a scout out for 2 players in League 2 when it comes to wingers. He is one of them. So if we can rob him from them, that'll be quite good, won't it? Let's get out there and see how we get on. I've been to Colchester Stadium. I actually did security for Colchester United versus Millwall. I had long hair down to my backside. I was stood in front of the away end where the the Millwall fans were, and they chanted at me in the second half, "Where's your boyfriend at?" So I obviously blew them a kiss, and it all kicked off, and I nearly got myself in trouble. True story. I'm not even making that up. To be fair, the head of the firm came down and shook my hand after the game and said, "Well done, mate, you handled that pretty well." But I realised in hindsight, blowing kisses to Millwall fans is probably not the best idea if you're a security guard. Anyway, let's get to this one now, guys. Colchester versus Leicester. Big game for us. And like I say, looking at this depth, because today we've got Cartwright in, Lindsay in, Knockout in, Popov in, Hutchinson in. So we're looking to see how this is going to translate. Great story. It's a true story as well, mate. It's a true story. I'm probably lucky to be alive. I've got plenty about doing security gigs for football matches. Vela with a free kick puts it past the far post for us, luckily. First warning shot there for Colchester. If you look at our heat map, they are back there. We are here, which shows you how we are on the front foot. This is my Enzo ball, right? This is the idea. My Enzo ball, as I say. Another good story I have actually is when I was the only steward security for Oxford City versus, I think it was Maidenhead United, and it was the first preliminary round of the FA Cup. They didn't have enough money to get police for it, but obviously Maidenhead's close to Oxford, so they went, "We'll have a security guard there." It was a game that went to the 90th minute, and I was a last-minute winner for Maidenhead, I believe, or Oxford. I think it was Oxford, actually. So it was a pitch invasion, and it was me trying to get about 50 people off the pitch on my own, and that's crazy. Evening, Scott. Good to see you, mate. Tinker Tom up the league we go. Well, at the moment, mate, we've had to rotate heavily for this Colchester game. You did miss. We just knocked Luton Town out, who were top of League One on penalties in the Paint Trophy, which is good. But it has knackered out the team. And as you can see at the bottom there, Scott, as well, the transfers I've made so far will be rolling across the bottom. So keep an eye on that, my friend, and that will keep you up to speed. So, yeah, disappointing first half. Like we expected, the depth in the team might not be there. Colchester, 6 shots, 2 on target. Us with 4 and 1. The XG very much in their favour. So I think maybe tell them off a little bit. They're a bit nervous, though, aren't they? Actually, no, if they're a bit nervous, let's not tell them off. I'm going to say, you're doing well. Keep working hard. Because sometimes you've got to balance it. Sometimes I'll rocket them, especially the more mature players. Other ones I'm going to say, look, you know, just keep going. Keep going. You've got the ability here. You've not got off to a good start, but let's not change it yet. Bit of confidence, see how we get on. I haven't seen the MK Don score. Going to be a corner here to Colchester. Get rid of it, guys. In towards the near post. Knockout's trying to cover Gordon here as he comes inside. Gordon is their danger man. Back to Gabe, and he has put it in the bottom corner. Might not be top of the league. Luckily for me, I just need to get promoted. It's not about winning the league. But still, with that being said, I would like to win League 2 because that'll complete our set, isn't it? You know, we've won the Premier League. We've won the Championship. We've won League 1. Let's win League 2. Give them the Fergie treatment, kicks them about. I do it quite a lot, mate. It's very, very true. But like Wayne has just said here, save the hairdryer treatment, Tom, for special occasions. That's it. That's exactly it. Right, let's make some changes before the game gets away from us because it's 66th minute. Got some anxiety in the team. Braybrook and Page are knackered. This is the problem we got in the centre of mid because I might have to go back into the transfer market, but I don't want to spend too much money. I don't want to be too unrealistic. But I've got to keep myself in a job. Right. Let's get Braybrook and Page off. I think we're going to have to do it. Cartwright can go into the Louis Page role because he's utility. Page can come off of Bobby Amati. And I think then we're looking at one change up top. Surprisingly, the Lorenz Hutchinson hasn't done that great. I mean, do we get Jake Evans out? I think we do, right? Can we play Knockout up top? He's got the finishing. He's not good at heading, but yeah, we don't do crosses high into the box. Do you know what? Knockout's going to go up top as an emergency situation. And I'm going to get Jake Evans on. When he played on the right against Tottenham under 21s, he was superb. Superb. Let's get on it here. To be fair, we missed a trick not trying to get Carrick in before now. Too early to tell. I'll tell you what, they looked very good, didn't they? What he did very well, I thought, he refreshed them by just giving them a simple formation, a simple 4-4-2, and like just getting them playing the really good one-touch football. I was very impressed with what he did. Will it last? I'm not sure. But credit to him. It's funny, though, because I said this about Norwich. Norwich have gone left field with that. They've literally replaced like for like because the manager they brought in is the same as the manager they had before in tactics. So you kind of go, what's the point, don't you? But interestingly enough, it's worked. So you might have some good point there, Scott. We might have wanted to look at him in a similar way to how Robbins has gone to Stoke and just done a great job at Stoke after Coventry as well. Like, looks a solid manager, doesn't he? Unfortunately, guys, it looks like it is going to be our first defeat under the new formation. But I think in the circumstances, it is what it is. I'm going to tell them I'm angry with them, though. And there's going to be a bit of apprehension in the academy players in particular. But drops us down to third. Luckily, we have 2 games in hand still because of international duty. So we win that game in hand. We will be 1 point, 59-60, 1 point off MK Dons, back ahead of Chesterfield. And we're still 2 clear of Colchester despite the loss. So as long as we can put it right by Shrewsbury, we should be okay. This is the only problem with my gegenpress formation. That the legs are going to go. So it's a balance, isn't it, guys? We've always said it. It's a balance. Hopefully Ricardo too will be back in. Oh, no. It's a disaster, guys. The guy I thought was going to get a work permit's not got one. Oh, no. This guy was going to carry us to the Premier League. Look at his stats. Physical's great, mental's decent, tackling 16, marking. Oh, he was going to be the centre-back that was going to take us to the Premier League. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board for a new centre-back, guys. We're going to cancel the transfer. He's not going to join without a work permit either, and why would he? So that's disappointing. Right, Jamal Lindsay, got an offer from Waterford. They're too low down, aren't they? Yeah, they're playing in they're playing Republic of Ireland. Okay, right. We'll send him out on loan to Waterford. That's okay. Loan offers made for a Poku to the Premier Division. We'll do both of them. That's okay. They're fine. And then we got that one there. Look. Yeah, that is crap, mate. Totally. It's such a shame because Rudders told me we are going to get a work permit. Honestly, unbelievable we didn't get that one through. It's such a shame, isn't it? But there we go. Right. Christian Fuchs is in confidence form about Leicester. It means I'm going to have to go back with another centre-back as well. We'll get through this next game, guys, and then we'll do a little bit of scouting for a centre-back, I think, and see what we can find. But that's so disappointing because we were sure he was going to get one. And I thought that was going to literally solve a lot of our problems. Southampton have made an offer for Logan Briggs. Logan Briggs. Worth up to £500,000. He's getting so much better, isn't he? No, he's not going to Southampton. This is going to upset him. Reject. He's going to come to me now, so he wants to go to Southampton, isn't he? Oh, yes, he wants to discuss his future. Let's discuss it. They weren't offering enough money. I'm going to basically try and put Southampton in a position where they can't afford him, or they pay me ridiculous money. So that's really upset him. Yeah, I want, what, £2 million? Okay, 1.9. I think 1.9. If we get 1.9 from Logan Briggs to Southampton, that is incredible. I mean, like, the kid's played one game for me, right? It seems reasonable, that. Reasonable. Right, let's keep tracking on here. How are we looking for legs? We're gonna pick the team entirely from scratch. It looks like now the condition of them has got a lot better. Look, there's only a few down who aren't fully fit. So I think we just got unlucky with the game scheduling there, didn't we, a little bit? Scott, question, everybody said, Elknos is out on loan, however, has played at AFCON. So does the funds go to his loan club for losing Jack Pose as it goes to the home club? That's a very good question, man. Not one I've even thought of. That's a brilliant question. I don't know the answer. If anyone in the chat knows, let Scott know that one, because I don't know the answer to that. Scott, what an intelligent question, mate. I have no idea. Another reason you can't trust Rudkin. Someone Google it for Scott. That's a great idea. And yeah, it is, mate. He lied to me about that. I mean, he keeps signing coaches behind my back. Good question. Yes, Scott, great question. I don't know. I mean, I can't even make an assumption on that one based on any common sense, because I don't know on that one. That's brilliant. Right, should we get Ricardo 2 back in today, guys? Look at Ricardo 2. Brilliant. In case you're not sure why he's called Ricardo 2, anyone that's late, it's got his name Brian Pereira, so I've nicknamed him Ricardo 2. He's going to carry us a long way, this kid. He's going to carry us a long way. Right, so we're going to go today with Cartwright, Vermouth. I do quite like the idea of trying to blood Bobby and Marty again, though. And it's a shame De Smet isn't quite fit yet, because that would be incredibly helpful for us, because he is great signing, isn't he? I want to get him in the team as quick as possible as well. I mean, not to give Mursad Ali any bad, rating there, because he's been really good this year, but it's just that little bit of depth, isn't it, as well, just to have that, But it's good to see the boys looking a bit fitter. I still think we should rest Louis Page for a game, though. Oh, no, he's got a low susceptibility to injury, so let's get him back out there. Why not? I mean, the position of the Regista role, we've literally designed for Louis Page for these tackling, passing, and first touch stats, and decisions are great. I mean, it's just decisions we're looking at his age, which are just unbelievable, right? And just going to carry the club forward really quickly. So, yeah, we've got to keep playing. I mean, Toby Onieni's getting better. I mean, this is the thing about Seagrave, right? We're so fortunate with youngsters, so we've got that. I mean, I might need another centre mid, though, guys. What do you think? I mean, it's either that we put Cartwright in there. We got plenty of money. I'm just being really frugal intentionally because I kind of think it's more realistic. Right, Monga can come back in today. I'm going with Marcel and attacking mid-centre. I think Will Alves hasn't done well the last couple of games, has he? So we'll go with that. I'm going to go for Popov on the left just because I think he plays better than his stats. Up top, right, Lorenz Hutchison can have another crack at it, but if he doesn't do well this time, we're going to have to make a decision, aren't we, here? I can't play Jake Evans as a striker because his finishing's not there, and he only really plays well on the wing, and he's somehow not as good as he is what he is in real life. Actually, saying that, he's not going to go on the bench. We're going to go for Alves and knock-up. Right, let's get to Shrewsbury. We've got to win this because they're 20th, right? And we've got to make sure, because we've just fallen behind Colchester, who just won another game, who are now catching up to us. So let's get to this and see how we get on. And then we can look at, I think, centre mid and centre back. I still think we're going to need one more of each, aren't we? I'm going to have a quick look in the under 21, see if anyone else is kind of at that point, right? Because there might be one or two players there. I think we should have one that recent plays is justified. Go out there and get a performance, lads. And let's see how we get on. Away at Shrewsbury, and they're not flooded for once, which is commonplace for Shrewsbury's pitch. If you know anything about the geography of Shrewsbury, they've got John Marquis up top. He's a bit of a journeyman around the league, isn't he? Scott, my genuine belief would be those funds African will go to the loan club as they're losing the service of a player. However, due to him being on loan, it wouldn't surprise you the funds go to City. I mean, that's the funny thing, isn't it? I mean, like, technically, mate, I prefer us to have the money. Obviously, it'd be really helpful, wouldn't it? But what's interesting, just quickly about PSR, I've been saying all season, I don't think we're going to get charged with PSR. I think we'll get under it, and we seem to have done it. But we're maybe making an offer of £2 million for a player now. I don't think we'd be doing that if we weren't going to meet our PSR obligations. So that's actually quite encouraging to hear, even if we don't do it, the fact we might be making a £2 million move for a striker. So I'm quite relieved. I mean, and also the reset is needed, isn't it? Here comes Ricardo too. I love seeing Ricardo too. Nice ball in. Oh, he nearly got his first assist. He has. It hit the post, came back out and hit Lorenz Hutchinson. Been disallowed though for offside. Got to be onside, lad. I imagine you're right, Scott. I imagine it would go to the loan club. Famous Lars words, their 20th, we should win it. This weekend, Burton Albion are playing against someone that was top of League One. They were, and they sacked their manager afterwards, didn't they, as well? 100%, Tom. Marty said in the press conference, City don't need to sell to buy. Yeah, so we've met our obligations. And actually, Scott's brought up the right reason why. It's El Canouse, because El Canouse is guaranteed money in the summer. It's not a loan where he's coming back like FaZe might. It's going to be a loan where they're definitely signing him for 22 million quid or whatever it is. So, or 22 million euros, 25 million euros. Anyway, we've got a chance here. Come on, let's get the first goal, Leicester. Ali down to Page. Page off the inside of the post. That's twice we've hit the post in the first 20 minutes. Braybrooke's waving his arms angrily at the football, going, why don't you go in the goal? I like that. Shout at the football, Braybrook. That'll make everything better. Ali in towards the back post. Monga get ahead to it there. And Page has got a knock, and it's a bruised ankle. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Louis Page up to Ricardo. Ricardo down to Monga, down to Harrison. The problem we got is with this formation, with the regista roles, that if Louis Page gets injured, I need to get someone else who can play as a regista, and it's not a common place to play, or not a role to play, right? It's normally down the bottom of every centre midfielder's kind of style of play, so I'm going to have to look really carefully for that. Monga's in the penalty area in now. We're keeping the press up here. I mean, this is the ball, the style of football we want, the Enzo ball, right? Unfortunately, we can't get the shot on target. I mean, look how high up the pitch we are, guys, with the heat map. These are the fullbacks up here. And unfortunately, we got an injury to Grazic in goal, guys. This is going south, and it's an arm injury. You know what that means? He's probably broken his arm. We might need a goalkeeper. All of a sudden, guys, we're getting to the January transfer window, and it's taken a bit of a downward turn, isn't it? There's going to be 2 changes here before half-time for us. So Toby Onuyeni can come on. I'm going to swap him with Braybrook because Braybrook can play a regista, as you can see. So it just changes the profile of how we line up. Hopefully Braybrook can have a good go at it today. I mean, he's got the passing ability to pull off the role, but he's obviously nowhere near as good as Louis Page for it. Going to get towards half-time. I mean, a draw here means we're going to fall further away from MK Don, so we really want to get a goal before half-time. Braybrook's going to take a short corner now. Excuse me. Marcel, back post. Hutchinson. Thank goodness for that. Well done, Hutchinson. This is why you've got to give players a couple of games in a row, right, sometimes, just to see how they get on, just to give them that opportunity, you know. 3 minutes out of time, we are 1-0 up. All that pressing and just the one goal. 14 shots, 6 on target. The XG's through the roof, but there's still the fact we've got to get more. I'm going to tell them off a little bit. I don't like what I saw. I want to see more than that because we've made it hard work, haven't we? Few indeed, Wayne. And finding a good reducer is like finding a polka dot painting Ferrari, especially as Ferrari don't allow you to paint their cars, mate. Deadmau5, when I was living in Toronto, he's a electronic music artist. He painted his blue, and Ferrari went mental at him for it. They went utterly bananas. I think they took it off him. I'm not sure he still got it, but when I used to walk around Toronto, you'd always know when Deadmau5 was around. He'd drive past you in a bright blue Ferrari. It was fascinating. Here comes Braybrook now. Braybrook coming down the flank, tries to play it in. Pretty poor pass there, which is not what you want to see. Vermoot's going to pick the ball up. We have got to remember our 2 main centre-backs who are away at the AFCON at the moment and in Australia playing international. Monga's in. Oh, Monga. Did you see the finish? A little flick over the goalkeeper, and it's in the back of the net. Sheffield. I'm getting thinking in the Championship. Shrewsbury 0, Leicester 2. To be fair, Tom, the striker can mean too much big. Yeah, I get the excitement that you're going to spring a striker. It may take him for a while, but yeah, exactly, mate. I mean, I mean, I think we have to look at the market of top goal scorers, say the French second division, you know, the German second division, the Dutch second. We need to look in these markets to see if we can find some players like Mahrez if we're lucky, you know. I mean, not all of them are going to work. Diabate, the last one we had, was terrible, wasn't he? But I think you've got to gamble on these players a little bit, and hopefully there's a bit of resale value. For £2 million, I mean, we should be able to at least get some of that back. Braybrooke with a good strike over the top of the crossbar. We should be able to at least get some market value back, I think, you know. Yeah, I don't think he's you know, a dead fish as such. I'm pretty sure, say for example, if he plays for Leicester after playing for, you know, a Swedish team, then someone like Norslag or, you know, in Denmark, if I'm saying that correctly, might be able to get, you know, might come in for him. So I think we've got to go for it and see how we get on. And also you got to look at it as it's a great doorstep into English football, isn't it? You know, and I think a lot of players want that door into English football. And, you know, from there, you know, you've got an opportunity to build your career, haven't you? Right, let's get Will Alves on for the left-hand side for Popov. I think I've still got 2 more changes I can make. That's Ricardo too, settling in pretty well, guys, isn't he? He's starting to play like old Ricky, the one we used to love. I'm going to mess around the defence here. We're 2-0 up. I'm going to get Cartwright in instead of Braybrooke. I'm watching the legs. The problem we got is managing legs, isn't it? Which makes me think we're going to have to go and look for some more players as well. Right, let's get to this now. I remember Tune, yes, mate. The new striker should be at his peak due to his age. It'll be interesting to see if he gets an instant call. I think we got to. I think we can't really do anything with Daka now, can we? Because we know Daka is limited, and we know that he's going to be going. I mean, so there's no point putting any more time into him now, is there? Ali across hits the post there, guys. You know, I mean, Carranza didn't work out, but at least with Carranza, we're not in a position like Southampton, who spent 10 million quid, I believe, on Damon Downs, who's an American forward of a similar profile to Carranza, and he hasn't played well at all and barely featured. Doesn't look like he's up to Championship football or English football. At least we've not got into that position with Carranza, where we spent 4 million quid on him and we're stuck with him, right? So, got to give the club credit for that. It was a worthwhile punt. It just didn't work out. He was off the pace for me completely. Couldn't beat his first man. Couldn't get to a ball first. Didn't work. 2-0 here with the final 10 minutes to go, guys, and we'll take this, won't we? I have a little sip of my drink because I've been chatting like a racehorse. Oh no, don't concede now. And we have, I called it, it's Corey Bent. Remember we had Marcus Bent? It may be his relation of Marcus Bent, but Corey Bent has found the bottom goal corner here. Right. Bottom goal corner of the goal here. Sometimes I speak so quick, I muddle my words up. Does anyone else do that? It must be the ADHD. Anyway, 4 minutes of added time. I'm not going to do anything. Let's just hope we hold on here, guys. Hold on. They don't have to all be pretty. We just need to get the job done. And that's another 3 points in the bag. We'll take it. And the Ren Hutchison scoring might be important. Look at the shots. 21-8 on target. We've got to get better at the finishing, though. I'm going to say a win's a win. We've got to raise our performance level to where to progress. Let's be realistic. That's not a harsh thing to say. That's, you know, standards. I talked about this in the watch-alongs. It's about standards, isn't it? The standard you want your players to have. And we should be doing a bit better than that. Grazic, torn wrist ligaments out for 5 weeks. Could be worse. Could be worse. That I was worried that was a broken arm for a number 1 goalkeeper. So that's okay. Louis Page out for 3 days. That's okay. Monga, once again, is looking jaded. We're relying on Monga so much. If you think how much he's played this season already, I mean, we'll look at his career stats here. Yeah, 13 goals in 23 appearances this year, average rate. I mean, he's played so much football for us at 16, you know, it is really difficult. And Ricardo too, the sequel, shines as Leicester win. I'm happy with that. Prashant, I think we should copy yours video and paste it in the comment. Oh, bless you, mate. Thank you very much. I need to go get some coaching badges. I'd love to be a footballer. I've been like a retail manager before. I mean, it's about managing people, a lot of it, isn't it? And the tactics. Top of the Finnish league, there's Kasper Painen, who plays at I can't pronounce this, Scott. SJK Senjoki. 22 years old. Hopefully some of the clubs have been watching him. I like your style, mate. I'm the same. I chucked a few names out to Wayne and Jim this summer who are on the show, and Wayne's obviously here, you know. One of them was Musa Baraj, the centre midfielder, who went to Blackburn and scored 2 goals 2 games ago. He'd been out injured for a lot of the season, but they got him on loan. He can play, I think, top-level French football. And I think in centre midfield, that could have been a better option for us when we were dealing with the Samare situation, but obviously, it didn't work out. We didn't go for him. So, But it's amazing how many clubs use Football Manager for scouting. I mean, Bromley are currently top of the league too, and they use Football Manager for their scouting, don't they? So shows you. Right, now let's have a look in the under 21s, guys, a minute here, because we're going to play the Barnet game for the final one tonight. I mean, we have got players we can promote. So, I mean, we're going to have to put Harry French into the first team for the minute because we need that goalkeeper backup. Centre midfield. I mean, Kirsten O'Sherry is getting a lot of hype in real life, but he's not quite there, is he? Jaden Joseph is back, and he's he's not really there on the game, but in real life he's well thought of. We should probably loan this guy out, actually. So we'll loan Jaden Joseph out. Get him some first team football. I've got a rule. When they're 16, 17, 18, they can sort of stay and play, but I think after that you want to be loaning them out, right, and getting them first team football. I mean, Will Daniels, Canadian, 17. I'll keep him. He's still improving. Maxwell Adeji, 18. I think we'll send Maxwell out on loan as well here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to have to look for a centre mid in a minute as well, aren't I? And probably another centre back, I think, aren't I? Just for legs. I just think we're going to need more legs to make this system work. My biggest worry now is the wheels can fall off if we don't have enough players and if these injuries keep happening, because this is the pain part of it, right? Let's hope I'm wrong on that. Let's get to this Barnet game anyway, because we want to get this one in the book. They are 7th place, so this is going to be a fascinating one from, who's going to be fit, what's our depth going to be. At least Michael Golding's back now in full training. That's helpful. I've been a bit annoyed at Michael Golding because he should be competing with Braybrook for that starting place. The problem he's got is he's not fit at all. Not fit in the slightest, which means it doesn't put him in the team at all very often. And he's got quality there. Right, away on international duty, Silko Thomas, Harry Suter, Frankie Masonda. They're playing all right. I mean, Harry Suter's playing well. Chorley made an offer for Jaden Joseph. He can go. No offers for Deji, but they will do it for 30%. I mean, that's okay. I don't mind doing it for 30%. I mean, I don't mind helping out clubs in non-league, right? I think it can help them improve themselves. Nathan Apuku's been training awfully. Go away, go train better, work harder. Right, let's have a look at who we pick for this one. I don't want to make too many changes, really. But once again, Louis Page is looking a little bit fatigued. Very high risk of injury, look. High risk of injury for Braybrook. My formation is actually, the only downside is we're not fit enough. We've got some decisions to make. This isn't as cut and dry as it was looking last episode. Like, we sorted this and this was going to be the way to get through and just dominate the league, right? But it doesn't look like we're going to be that fortunate now. It looks like we're going to hit some obstacles around fitness here, doesn't it? I mean, Silko's back now. Michael Golding is back as well, which is helpful, actually. So we'll give Page and Marcel a rest here. Marcel's going to kick off because he wants to be involved in every game, but he's going to have to deal with it. Popov's played badly, and we could probably do with maybe upgrading him as well. Actually, we're going to put Golding instead of Oniyeni. Yeah, we'll go with that as our team for Barnet. We've got to go pretty strong there. Scott, we'll use trustworthy source of transfer market to do some research, but especially contract length, performances height, more data. Yeah, totally, mate. It's great, isn't it? I mean, it's a great source. I use it when I'm looking at injuries and stuff like that as well before pre-matches, just to cross-reference who's been out injured and for how long. I think it's very important. Injuries could bite us, stick or twist. This is it, mate. I'm surprised you still got Suitors. You had some thought about potentially moving him on at some point. Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah, because he's on like 10 grand a week, which actually in real life, I think he's on 40, which I'm shocked at. Maybe I thought it was 15 he was on, but I decided to keep him because he's happy enough to stay. We're massively under our wage budget, and he is championship quality already. And I'm kind of thinking 2 stages ahead with the players we've got, right? So we'll get to the match now for Barnet. And Barry Lawyers comes in for his Leicester City debut in the goal. So we've got to win our home games. No excuses. I'm not messing around with this one. I want to dominate the midfield today. And good luck up top, Lorenz. Come on, keep this goal scoring form. Barnet are a bogey team for us, I've noticed. So this is going to be very interesting. 40k for no minutes. Joe, it's funny. Everyone, some people were saying, well, we can get Suter back in. He's gone and had surgery again. He's out to the end of the season, guys, but he's gone again. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen, is it? The guy cannot get fit. I feel really sorry for him. One game on, we've got a game in hand. Oh, do you see that? We've got a game in hand on Chesterfield. We win it, we'll go ahead of them. That'll put us top of the league. So despite the little wobble, we're still okay. As Barnett go 5 at the back. Come on, Leicester. Let's get off to an early start here at the King Power. Lorenz Hutchinson, he's got a head on him. Ricardo, oh, come on. Wanted his first goal for Leicester. Unfortunately, puts it over the top of the crossbar. Ricardo, too. Right, let's hope Barnet don't have a sting in their tail, because they can be a dangerous team. I think they're doing quite well in real life as well. I've spent a lot of time in non-league recently. Keller Dunn, who currently plays for Barnsley, so he's a pretty good player for them to have. And Batty's a good left-back as well. They've got some good players in this team. The midfielder's high. Hopefully he has a drug test. Hugill, what a goal that is. My word. Joe Hugill's an ex-Man United Academy player, lads. I think you can see a little bit of quality there as he's fired one in from about 30 yards there and beaten Lawyers on his debut. This is getting feisty. Come on, Leicester. Let's fight back straight away here. Golding down to Ali. Ali up to Braybrook. Braybrook up to Golding again. Golding is so lightweight. What was he doing? Adnaran's coming away. He's a Chelsea Academy player. Barnet have really made use of these ex-Premier League players. Here comes my namesake into the box. Oh, Ali's brought him down. He's got away with it. Good tackle, son. Right, launch a counter-attack quickly. Oh, my word. What's he doing? Oh, my word. He just gave the ball up, and here comes High into the box. And what an effort off the frame of the goal there, guys. We are under pressure here. I don't want to shout them too, but luckily for us, Hugo's gone down with an injury. So I think someone's Hamza Chowdhury'd him for the laugh, which might be quite helpful for us. Going to be a corner though to Barnet. Hugo looks like he's being taken off here for medical treatment, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. Let's hope he doesn't come back on. That'll be a big help for us. If we lose this game, it's going to be back to, this is going to be close. Really close, right? Keller Dunn's going to play the ball in. Ricardo too is going to be able to counter it. No, he's not quick enough to get to Keller Dunn. Here comes Senior coming forward. Luckily for us, that's the end of the highlight. First 15 minutes here, and oh my God. Happy to hear Golding's getting game time. We're going to have to look at him, aren't we, in real life? I mean, he must be 21 now, something like that, Prashan. I think we've got to look at him. I mean, I don't understand why we even considered a deal that involved bringing him to the club where he's not going to feature. Great opportunity from Barnet again. This is a really difficult first half for us, guys. I think Barnet are playing quite a cautious system, but they're just catching us on the counter. Popov with a set piece now. Alves gets a head on it, but unfortunately the goalkeeper's managed to pluck that one out of the sky. We needed that one to hit the back of the net there. Now what are Barnet going to do on the counter-attack? They go forward. Good header there from Vermouth. Nice and strong. Lorenz Hutchinson brings that ball down lovely. Will Alves playing Monga quickly. What's he doing going for the shot there? He should have played in Monga. We have a strategy to play in there as well, so I don't understand why he was trying to do the shot low and hard into the bottom corner. But anyway, long ball from Vermouth. Looks like we're going to be a counter-attack again from Barnet here. I was at the end of the last episode convinced this formation was going to do it, but now I'm having second thoughts because that is going to, it should have been 2-0 and it's off the post. But the fitness is the worry, isn't it? Because we can't perform to get the goals if our fitness isn't in the right place. So we might have to scale back on the gegenpress. Maybe we'll switch back to the original formation we had just to rest some legs for a few weeks. It's not as pressing. Ali's in, and unfortunately, he can't hit the target from there. That's the youthful problem, isn't it? I'm having young players. We've had chances in this game. It's the quality of putting them in, and we could do with DeSmit being fit, really, because if he come in there, he would have finished that. Anyway, we're still not to half-time. 1 minute of added time. It'd be great to go in level, and it will be a bit undeserved, but we'll take it, and you've got to take the small ones when you can get them. Braybrook comes forward now, trying to find Golding. Ali's going to lay it off to him. Nice ball forward. Popov's going to pick it up. Get it inside, mate. Down to Ali. Get the cross in. What's he doing? His first touch is that of an elephant. Braybrook on the volley off the crossbar. Oh, did you see that? My word, he smacked it on the volley. That was Jordan James-esque. And we've actually had more of it, but Barnet are holding their own here. Crazy stuff. Right, dressing room. You've been terrible so far, lads. Come on. You have an ability to make a difference. Come on, I need you to step up. Step up. More. There's some nerves with Golding. I don't think he's going to make the grade, guys. Onoyeni's going to have to come on for that. Cartwright's got some nerves. Let's get Bobby Amati on. Yeah, and Mercer Ali's not impressed me today, but I've not got a left-back option on the bench while DeSmit is out. Monga's not having a good game either. I think that's the fitness problem for Monga, isn't it? So I think Monga's going to have to come off here for knockout. We're going to have to make 3 changes at half-time. I just hope the fresh legs are going to bring it in. Yeah. I see you guys had a good chat there about the contracts. You're right. Yeah, it's crazy. And missed chances is right, Wayne. Totally right. Come on, Leicester. We need to do something here. Let's shout at them. Demand some more. Ricardo 2 with the throwing. Plays it down to Knockout. Come on, Ricky. Get it into Braybrook. Braybrook across. Knockout off a defender. Come on, Tony. Just put it in the corner. Vermouth now. Now, this is it. We've got them pressed back. Come on, Ali. Get the cross in. Make up for the mistakes in the first half. Nice ball. Knockout, unfortunately, can't win the duel there. Problem is with Tony, he's not the tallest player. I've actually directed them to play low crosses and like try and hit it with their feet rather than their head. High crosses don't serve us too well unless you can get to Hutchinson, who has got good heading capability. Ricardo comes forward now, getting shielded off the ball there, but back to Amati. The high pressing again. Ricardo gets the space into Alves, gets his head on it. We're not taking our chances here, are we? There's some nerves in the midfield. Why is Knockout nervous? He's meant to be my experienced sort of, Leicester, not legend, but, Leicester guy is meant to keep, the rest of the youngsters going in the right direction. Braybrook's giving it away now. We've got very sloppy all of a sudden. The tiredness is leading to sloppiness, I think, guys, here. Lawyers up to Vermouth. Come on, guys. Regroup and let's go again. We know what we want to do. We're going to play through them. We're going to play some good football. One touch, nice and quick. Forward gegenpress, forward passing. Ricardo, all going down the right-hand side tonight. Nice ball in. Hutchinson. Lorenz Hutchinson, 4th goal of the season. That's 4 goals in 4 games for Lorenz Hutchinson, guys. Welcome to the first team, my little amigo. Get him in the first team, Marty. I want to see what he can do. Why not? I mean, if he's 18 years old and he's in the under-18s and he's scoring as many goals as he is this season, right? Why not chuck him in the first team? If he ends up being someone who can take advantage of the opportunity, that's one less player we've got to bring in this transfer window, right? Braybrook through the knockout. We're going to turn this on its head, guys. Leicester are dominant. Alves off the post. The goalkeeper got a hand for it as well. As the commentary said, it was pure footballing brilliance there from Leicester. Looks like we're going to do this. Come on, let's encourage the boys, lads. Come on, Leicester. Interesting that Golding has maybe played a cam role because he's been leaked by Page. Yeah, he's better as an attacking midfield centre. I don't think he's physical enough to be a box-to-box, really, Prashant. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, my words. I say that Barnett have an opportunity to have him 6 yards out, but luckily they can't get a foot on it. I'd just like to see him have an opportunity. I'm looking. I really want midfielders that are going to carry the ball well. Oh, off the post now from Barnett. I mean, Jordan James has come in and been a revelation, hasn't he? Because he just carries the ball so well. He's everywhere. He's on the left wing, the right wing, he's back. Skip's got so much better at reading the game and just using, his positional work really well. I'd like to see a few more midfielders like Page, and I think Golding could be that who carries the ball forward well. Keller Dunn's going to pick the ball up over Barnett. 10 minutes to go, guys. Unfortunately, Barnett are playing for us quite well here. Come on, Leicester. Come on. 10 minutes. We're at home. We're at the King Power. Senior dings it in the top corner. What a goal that is. And I tell you what, I'm not happy with our goalkeeper. I think he's played really bad there. There wasn't a lot of power on that, but it's gone in the top corner. Right, come on, Leicester. We've got a little bit of time here to get this back level. Ali's going to pick the ball up. Popov. We can make another change in a minute as well. Braybrook. Gotta be. Sammy Braybrook, guys. Come on. Whew. We'll take it. Right, let's make a substitution here now. Let's see if we can make a change that'll make the difference. I mean, Popov's looking knackered. Ali's looking knackered, but these guys are playing well. Popov has dropped off a cliff. So let's get Jake Evans on, and we're going to swap the sides. Jake Evans is better on the right-hand side. He's a bit anxious, but fresh legs and all that. Let's go. I still think he hit the ground running for chance number 9. Yeah, dude, I like him. He's playing well in this, isn't he? Are you surprised that Heskey's son's in Man City's academy rather than Liverpool or Leicester's? Not really, mate. No, because I imagine Man City have got a very good setup. I mean, actually, for all the things Man City have done, which is terrible, they are very good with their youth setup. You've got to say that. Look at the players that have come through, like Rico Lewis. They got Beatty who came through. The attacking mid, O'Reilly. They got some great players. And I think when you're a youngster, you look at an academy and go, can that academy progress me? And I think they've done a great job of that at Man City, despite being a bunch of fraudulent cheats with all their PSR stuff. 2-2 draw. I'm disappointed Leicester didn't go for Heskey on loan, because of course he's now gone to Sheffield Wednesday on loan. And I was like, the Heskey name coming into Leicester, that little bit of a boost, I thought that'd be amazing, right, for us to have that in as a loan. And also, he'll be on cheap wages, wouldn't he? You think if money's a problem, why didn't we go for Regan Heskey when Sheffield Wednesday are in for him? Once again, it's a bit of a free hit scenario for us, isn't it? I'm going to say well done for the comeback. Oh, no, they didn't like that. Okay, I'm not happy with defensive work. Oh, I lost the dressing room, guys. That's not good. They didn't like what I had to say there. I was just trying to give them a little bit of confidence because they are young, but they're getting that attitude now that we should do better, which I kind of like. That means we haven't got the game in hand and MK Dons anymore. However, we got the 2-goal difference and it's only a 1-game swing. So this game to MK Dons when we get there is going to be important. But luckily for us, we got the 3-point gap to Colchester, which is the most important thing, right? So, yeah, what a mixed episode we've had tonight here. Monga again's got fitness concerns. We had Wolves boss Vitor Pereira at the stadium watching the game. He was looking at Will Alves. This is going to be the problem we got. Our best players are going to be scouted like Logan Briggs. Luckily, Logan Briggs, no one's going to pay 1.8 million quid for him, are they? But it does make me wonder if we should start blooding Logan Briggs more into the first team going forward, right? Anyway, I think we need to, in the next episode, add a centre-back. Well, they're saying that we have got Musonda back now, guys, and Suter. Maybe we just got through the hard phase and then being away, right? Something to think about for next week, perhaps, and the centre-mid positions. But anyway, guys, looking at the transfers, we've still got a lot of money we can spend. I'm not going to spend all that because it's unrealistic to spend 6 million quid in League Two. I think I've spent about just under $1 million so far, so we'll keep it realistic. Right, guys, that'll be the end of the episode tonight. We played 29 games, 19 won, 5 drawn, 5 lost. Okay, the last episode was probably better for results. We did lose to Colchester, we did draw with Barnet, but we have had a lot of games going on here in quick succession, haven't we? When you look at it, we had what? 3 games in 6 days there, guys. I mean, is there any wonder we were struggling a bit for form, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe that's it. So, to be fair, yeah, I mean, he's looking very good. And so is Motzi, isn't he, in the attacking mid position? So, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of guys down there that are apparently getting some rave reviews there, Scott. So, hopefully we see them. I mean, I'm excited to hear about these players. Wayne's going to go watch them under 21s with his brother soon, aren't you, mate? So, you'll have to give the channel a feedback on who you see and who's doing what, my friend. So, Tom Tinkerman, yeah, unfortunately, we might have to tinker with it. That's going to be the question going into next week, guys. What are we going to do about these tactics? Are we going to change how we do the intensity of it? Are we just going to add more legs? I think more legs might be better as long as I can keep the squad dynamic. Spurs next week. Wayne's going to watch Spurs under 21s next week versus Leicester under 21. So there you go, guys. He will let us know what he thinks of players like Motzi. I'm just going to have a look at the social groups and happiness before we go. Average, good, average. That's okay. The social groups were great. Ricardo 2 is going to fit in. So there's no reason for anyone to get upset, which is good as well. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll call it that. I do try and keep it an hour and 15 because normally people drop off after that and fall asleep. It is getting a bit late, but thank you very much for being along. I mean, it's been a tricky one, this one. There's been a lot more questions coming out from this than what I would have liked, but that's part of being a football manager, isn't it? But we'll take where we are right now. Don't forget, we started with just the academy players and Harry Suter pretty much. So I'll take this, bear in mind how we've done. We've still scored 60 goals this year already, which is pretty good, right? So we'll take that. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow at lunchtime if you're around, or catch it up on, catch up. We're doing a championship review show with me and Chris. Cheers to you all. And then obviously we got Wrexham in the watch along as well on Tuesday. There's also the review show for the Coventry game, which Brad and Elm are doing, which will be a great watch on Monday night as well. There's so many shows going on now. We're so lucky to have so many great contributors. So really appreciate you guys being here. And thank you, Scott. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, thank you, mate. I really appreciate that, mate. It's meant to be a bit of fun just to see how we get on. My only worry is I get a little bit sweaty when I think, oh, my word, am I going to get myself fired? Hopefully not. Hope Top was watching. Mate, if they want an advisor, give me a call, Top. I could do with a bit of money as well. Want to help the football club. Even when we can be down on the football club, we try and be constructive, right? We all want the Leicester to do well. Guys, thank you very much again. I've gone on too long tonight. Lovely to see you all. And we will see you, like I say, tomorrow, and then we'll get back to some more games. So until next time, see you soon.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.